Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Learn English Through Story. The topic for today is The Secret of the Old Library. It was a chilly autumn afternoon when Emma's life changed forever. Her family had just moved to a new town, and Emma, an avid reader, was excited to explore the local library. When she arrived, she was amazed. It was an enormous, old building with walls lined with books, each one worn and full of character. Emma began exploring, running her fingers along the shelves. There were books on every subject imaginable, from cooking to science and even ancient myths. She felt like she'd found a new home. But as she explored deeper into the library, she noticed a section she hadn't seen before. It was tucked away in the far corner, dimly lit, and marked by a small wooden sign that read, "Restricted Section." Intrigued, Emma looked around. The librarian was nowhere to be seen, and there were no other visitors nearby. She knew she shouldn't, but her curiosity got the better of her. She quietly slipped under the rope that blocked the area and walked into the restricted section. The air here was different, colder somehow. The books on these shelves looked even older than the others, with faded covers and dust that flew up as she passed. Then something caught her eye, a thick, leather-bound book with no title. Emma reached out and carefully pulled it off the shelf. As she opened it, she gasped. Inside, there was a note, handwritten and dated from many years ago. It read, "To the one who finds this, you are about to discover a great secret. Go to the basement, but beware. Only the brave shall enter." Emma's heart raced with excitement. A secret in the library? She couldn't resist. She quickly made her way to the stairs that led to the basement, her footsteps echoing in the empty hallways. The basement was dark and cold, with shelves filled with even older books, stacked high and dusty. At the far end, she noticed a door, barely visible in the shadows. Taking a deep breath, she pushed the door open. Inside was a small room lit by a single flickering light. On a table in the center of the room, there was a strange object, a golden key. Attached to the key was a small tag with a message, "The key to imagination." Emma picked up the key, feeling its weight in her hand. She turned it over, wondering what it could possibly unlock. Just then, she noticed something she hadn't seen before, a painting on the wall of an ancient, mysterious castle. As she stared at the painting, something incredible happened. She felt herself being pulled forward, as if the painting was calling to her. Before she knew it, she was no longer in the basement of the library. Instead, she was standing in front of the castle from the painting, surrounded by lush green hills and a sky full of stars. Emma couldn't believe it. The key had somehow transported her to another world. She explored the castle grounds, amazed by the strange plants and glowing flowers. She heard faint laughter and saw figures moving in the shadows. Soon she met a group of friendly creatures, tiny, winged beings with golden eyes and warm smiles. "Welcome, Emma," one of them said. "We've been waiting for you." Emma was astonished. "How do you know my name?" she asked. "We are the Guardians of Imagination," the creature replied. "Each generation, a chosen one finds the key. It allows you to explore the worlds within books and bring back knowledge to the human world." Emma spent hours in this magical world, learning from the Guardians, exploring hidden rooms in the castle, and watching incredible scenes unfold before her eyes. She saw tales of heroes, adventures of explorers, and stories of love and friendship. All the stories she'd ever read were alive here. Eventually, she knew it was time to return. She held the golden key tightly, and with a blink, she was back in the basement of the library, holding the book where she'd found the note. The experience felt like a dream, but the golden key was still in her hand, a reminder that it had all been real. Emma carefully placed the key in her pocket, knowing she could return anytime. She smiled, realizing she'd been given a gift that very few ever would, the chance to truly live the stories she loved. Vocabulary list. 1. Avid, meaning showing great interest or enthusiasm in something. Example, Emma was an avid reader who could spend hours in a library. 2. Restricted, meaning limited access or forbidden to certain people. Example, the restricted section of the library was marked with a sign. 3. Curiosity, a strong desire to learn or know about something. Example, her curiosity led her to explore the library's hidden areas. 4. Echo, meaning a sound that repeats as it bounces off walls or surfaces. Example, her footsteps echoed as she walked down the basement stairs. 5. Imagination, meaning the ability to form ideas or pictures in your mind. The key unlocked a world of imagination for her. 6. Flicker, a light that turns on and off quickly, often irregularly. Example, a single flickering light lit up the basement room. 7. Transport, meaning to take or carry someone or something from one place to another. Example, the golden key transported her to a magical world. 8. Creature, meaning a living being, often used to describe animals or mythical beings. She met tiny creatures with wings and golden eyes in the magical world. 9. Guardian, meaning someone who protects or takes care of something. Example, the creatures she met were called the Guardians of Imagination. 10. Generation, meaning all the people born around the same time. Example, each generation has a chosen one who finds the golden key. Thanks for tuning in to today's story. Imagine having a key that lets you step into the world of any book. Which book would you choose? Let me know in the comments.